I've been surprised at the carbon footprint that the average dog has, and so getting people sorted out with a bike they can take their dog on successfully. I get the feeling that people come here because they either don't like the way that they are treated in other shops necessarily, or because we have things that other shops don't have. I used to bicycle when I was a kid because, of course, there were no cars in those days, and then cars came along and I thought they would just be a passing fad, but actually they became quite popular, so I got one of those eventually. But I think I rediscovered cycling for transport maybe 10 years ago when I was feeling unfit, and then I thought maybe I should ride a bike because that's what I did when I was a kid. And then I also had this epiphany of, if I want to go somewhere, why am I taking this thing with me, this giant car that doesn't really make any sense? I should just ride a bike, and maybe then I would get some exercise as well and it would all work out. I think that compared to other bike shops, we are more functionally cycling focused than we are recreational. I think that a lot of other shops, it's not universal, but a lot of other shops are very focused on recreation, whereas we all ride bikes all the time to and from work and to go and do something, and if we're going somewhere, then we take a bike. It is unusual for us to drive somewhere. For a while, I rode a motorbike. And when you ride a motorbike, every time you get on it, you have to put on your helmet, your sunglasses, and your gloves. There is only one order in which you can put those on. And if you try and do it in a different order, it doesn't work. And so that's the kind of thing that you have to learn. And it's the same with your bike. You have to learn, this is where I keep this thing, this is where I keep that thing, this is the thing I'm going to carry, and I put this on, and this is where I'm going to keep it at home, and this is how I'm going to lock it. And you'll just work all those little things out, and then it'll all make sense to you. I think the two largest groups are older people, over sort of 60 or so, who want e-bikes for recreation and they want to go do rail trails and things. And the other group is people who want them for transport, maybe because they're sick of being stuck in their cars and it's taking a million years to get anywhere and so on, and rather than just calling talkback radio or yelling at each other, they take a proactive approach, which is, I'll just go and ride a bike instead. What I often do is you find a map, like we have maps here that show all the cycleways or cycle-friendly roads and things and parks and that. So I get one of those and I try and join all the things. And so I can spend the most time on cycleways, the least time on roads, or maybe more time on quiet roads and less time on busy roads and so on. Sometimes on like a Saturday or a Sunday, I'll go out for a ride and go and find a cul-de-sac, because often at the cul-de-sac there is a pathway at the end that leads through to some other road. And so that can be a shortcut to get around the place. And so then I put them together and make a longer ride, like a loop or something, that might be 30 Ks or 50 Ks or something. And then do that loop, maybe do it again, keep doing it and refining it until I've got a nice kind of whole ride to do. So when people buy a bike, I often have a discussion with them about, so where are you going to be riding from? Did you know you could ride here or there? Or what are the places that you find unpleasant to ride? Perhaps there is a way around that. Because it is a big difference when you ride an e-bike, that instead of thinking, because when you're planning a ride on a non-electric bike, you're normally thinking, what's the flattest, shortest, least unpleasant way to ride? And on an e-bike, you can go up and down hills, that's no big deal. You can go further, also no big deal. And so you can choose a route where you feel more comfortable, that is perhaps less busy. So it's fine to take detours through here and through there, just to make your ride nicer.